Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Warriors make brutal but necessary call on young center after an impressive first year that saw him just miss out on all rookie team honors. This is not how a sophomore season was supposed to go for Tracy Jackson Davis after losing his starting spot and rotation role with Golden State. Jackson Davis has officially been sent to the league according to Dalton Johnson of NBC Sports Bay Area. It is expected to only be a short-term move from the Warriors, with Jackson Davis set to play in Santa Cruz's matchup with the Mexico City Capitans at Chase Center on Sunday. The 25-year-old is then set to rejoin Golden State, who play the second of a 7-game homestand against the Portland Trail Blazers on Monday. Jackson Davis started in 37 of Golden State's first 46 games this season, but has since lost his rotation role to impressive rookie center Quinten Post and reliable veteran Kevin Looney. Steve Kerr has also gone predominantly small since the trade for Jimmy Butler, having started veteran forward Draymond Green as a small ball 5. As a result, Jackson Davis has appeared in just 6 of the team's last 17 games, almost all exclusively coming in garbage time. He hasn't played more than 15 minutes in a game since January 22 against the Sacramento Kings. Despite the lack of playing time recently, Kerr believes Jackson Davis will work his way back into the mix, stating that "I'd wager almost anything in these last 19 games he'll find his way back into the rotation for now." Hopefully Sunday's game will provide Jackson Davis with a much-needed confidence boost, with Santa Cruz set to face former Warrior champion Juan Toscano Anderson. The 6'9" in big man will be an important inclusion for the G League Warriors, who have now lost 5 straight games, including back-to-back games against the Wisconsin Herd at Kaiser Permanente Arena on Wednesday and Friday. There should be plenty of interest in Sunday's game, with Jackson Davis taking the cue right alongside recent two-way contract acquisitions Braxton Key and Teron Armstrong. The former was dominant against the Herd, having averaged 27.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, 3.0 assists, 5.0 steals and 2.0 blocks over the 2 games after signing with Golden State earlier in the week. Armstrong made his debut for Santa Cruz on Friday, dishing out 7 assists but failing to score a single point in 23 minutes off the bench. Draymond Green comes up clutch as Warriors survive Pistons battle. The Golden State Warriors have made a positive start to their 7-game homestand, overcoming the Detroit Pistons in a hard-fought 115-110 victory at Chase Center on Saturday night. Having trailed by 1 in the final minute of what was a saw-in contest, Draymond Green was the unlikely offensive hero with a clutch wing 3 to regain the lead in the final 40 seconds. Moses Moody followed that with a big steal on Piston star Cade Cunningham, and while Green missed one of his 2 ensuring free throws there, veteran forward came up with a big contest on what would have been a game-tying 3-pointer from Malik Beasley. Golden State made the best possible start, forcing an early Detroit timeout with 9 straight points to start the game. The Pistons responded with 8 of their own, with neither team able to gain significant momentum throughout the remainder of the game. Detroit led by 3 at halftime and 3 again entering the fourth, but the hosts produced a 31-23 final period to record their 4th straight win and 11 of the past 13 since the blockbuster acquisition of Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry delivered another big performance with 32 points, in doing so celebrating 25 career points. The 2x MVP only shot 8 of 22 from the floor though, and 4 of 15 from beyond the arc, yet was crucially a perfect 12 of 12 from the free throw line. Butler added 26 points in what was his highest scoring output in a Warrior jersey. The 6x All-Star shot an efficient 9 of 17 and made a pair of threes, while also adding 9 rebounds and 5 assists in nearly 37 minutes. Green also did a bit of everything with 12 points points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists and 3 steals, but it was the late three that everyone will remember which lifts Golden State to a 36-28 record and ensures they remain in the top 6 of the Western Conference standings. gswtransfer provided a huge spark off the bench, posting 15 points and 6 rebounds, which included a remarkable putback and one layup in the fourth quarter. The Brazilian forward fouled out late in what a whistle-heavy game, with the teams combining to shoot 77 free throws. The Warriors shot just 41.7% from the floor and 29.3% from three-point range, but the Pistons also just 5 of 23, 21.67% from beyond the arc. Golden State will look for a fifth straight win when they host the Portland Trail Blazers on Monday night. Jimmy Butler's impact on the Golden State Warriors has been profound, with the franchise having now gone 11-1 in games with the 6x All-Star since his blockbuster acquisition just over a month ago. The 35-year-old has completely turned around the Warriors season, yet has done so without producing an absolutely dominant scoring game. Despite 25 points in his team debut against the Chicago Bulls before the All-Star break, Butler averaged 16.3 points on 44% shooting through his first 10 games with Golden State. But in a big positive for the Warriors as they fight for playoff position, their newest star might be starting to ramp things up following a couple of underwhelming scoring performances. Butler tied his Warrior high with 25 points, including 10 of 10 free throw shooting in a 2-point win over the Brooklyn Nets on Thursday, before breaking that with 26 points on 7 of 13 shooting, along with 9 rebounds and 5 assists in Saturday's win over the Detroit Pistons. A 15-point third quarter demonstrated Butler's ability to take over and were perhaps the first signs that he's starting to round into his best form. They were clearly the sentiments of Steve Kerr after the game, with the head coach noting Butler's ability to thrive in a playoff-type environment. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing, and in some ways that felt like a playoff game. Kerr said the physicality and it was kind of a rock fight, frankly, and guys like Jimmy really thrive in these type of games. Butler only had 2 points in the fourth quarter, but they came at a crucial time as he isolated on Tobias Harris and nailed a mid-range jump shot to give Golden State the lead in the final 80 seconds after Detroit regained a 2-point advantage. It was Butler who found Draymond Green for the pivotal right-wing three with 35 seconds left. Perhaps the biggest element over the last 2 games has been Butler's three-point shooting. Having gone 3 of 5 after starting his Warrior career, 2 of 20 from beyond the arc. Higher volume three-point shooting has been a major aspect to playoff Jimmy in recent years, with the veteran forward averaging at least 3.5 attempts per game in each of the last 3 postseasons, up from around 2 attempts during the regular season. Steve Kerr makes new Jonathan Kuminga injury announcement. The Golden State Warriors are hosting the Detroit Pistons on Saturday night. The Warriors have been on a tear since acquiring Jimmy Butler, winning their last 3 in a row and propelling to the second seed in the Pacific standings. However, they have been without a key player for the last 12 games due to a sprained ankle, while many fans have been patiently waiting for the return of their young forward Jonathan Kuminga. The head coach of the Warriors, Steve Kerr, has provided an update on Kuminga's health status ahead of the Saturday night game. He scrimmaged just now. He looked good, said Kerr. Conditioning is getting the he's feeling positive, and that's a good sign. He's had a couple good days in a row, so we'll keep going. Should be soon, and we're excited to get him back. In the last 12 games the Warriors have been able to go 10-2, but the 2 games they lost could have been wins if they had Kuminga on the active list. In the 32 games he has played this season, he has averaged 16.8 points, 5 rebounds and 2.2 assists on 46/35/64 shooting splits. Fans will be expecting a return to the court for their young forward sooner rather than later. With the latest update from Steve Kerr and you fan, what do you think about Jonathan Kuminga's situation? Write to us in the comments.